I was out in the neighborhood a week or two ago. I think I walked to many of your homes with my brother Booker in the back. I just wanted to stop before I get in too deeply. Last time I was here at Trinity Lutheran was a good friend of mine's funeral. Dee Dee McClure and Pastor Brian and the Trinity Lutheran family just wanted to acknowledge the hospitality that they did for those services here. Again, my name is Dwayne Crenshaw. I know many of you for many years. Nick and I were both younger, and I was actually fatter then, but we're doing good. When I worked for Ron Roberts, we come out here quite a bit to meet with you, and I've been the leader of the Coalition Neighborhood Councils working with community groups on the issues that concern us. I have 3 priorities in this campaign: jobs, education, and safety. Many of you know that I worked at Market Creek Plaza with the Jacob Center, turning that abandoned factory into what it is today, a Food for Less, a Starbucks, Wells Fargo, and some other community businesses. I'm a former school teacher and I've worked on education, fought through the CNC for Munio Tech Middle School next to Gompers so that best science, technology, engineering and mathematics school was here in our community. Work with gang-affiliated high school dropout youth to get them back in the classroom, off the streets, and on the right track to work on crime and safety in our neighborhoods. And then on safety, worked with neighborhood councils like this one on Safe Routes to School funding, and we went out and walked in the Walk to the Moon campaign, where the sidewalks were missing, where we need more street lights to improve our neighborhood safety. Obviously, you have the officers out here in your meetings to work with community policing and talking through those issues. And one of the things that I'm most excited about, which a lot of folks don't think of as a safety issue, is improving Choice Creek. Now, many of us know that as a concrete channel. When I went to school, it was just a shortcut. It was a ditch that was a shortcut to school, but we had a lot of our kids who drowned in that creek, homeless camps being built in that creek, and we were able to find $2 million to clean that creek up, get the homeless camps out, illegal activity down, and make it a safer part of our neighborhoods. So I'll talk more as we go on tonight. I know, again, I've left my flyers on many of your doors or talked to you in person already, but on the jobs front, we need to continue on Market Street. We need to work on Imperial Avenue, but I want to work with you up here at the Ruins where I get my hair cut for many years, at the Hamishaw and Cardiff, to work in that center and the developments we can do around here for your neighborhoods. So I look forward to talking to you more tonight, and I appreciate your questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look like I do. And also I was at another Southeastern Planning Committee meeting because they were talking about a CUP for a market, making sure that they denied liquor license at a market. So that's where I was. I did not know that you're going to have a forum, so I'm just blessed to be here. So thank you for allowing me to participate.
Myrtle, as I explained to the people, my protocol was that people like Barry comes to my meetings quite frequently, Dwayne has been off and on, and Bruce comes along. If they came to me and asked to be taught at one of our meetings to explain themselves and what they're doing, I said, fine. But when I got to 3 or 4 people, I decided, hey, let's have them all come at once. But if you had contacted me, you certainly would have been here. But no,
thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I showed up.
Good, yes.
So that's a good thing. Again, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Myrtle Cole, and I'm running for Council District 4 to make sure that we have a better quality of life. You know, I've been here for almost 30 years. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. I'm from Tucson, Arizona, born and raised. I was a Tucson police officer in Tucson, Arizona. I came here in 1977 and joined the San Diego Community College Police Department, was promoted to lieutenant, served 8.5 years, and then I got my MBA, and then I worked for 4 city council members. Councilmember John Hartley, Christine Kimo, Tony Atkins, Tony Young. And what I did when I worked with them is I did work with a lot of community-oriented policing programs because we had issues of crime in the neighborhoods and in our communities. And so I organized neighborhood watch programs through the community-oriented policing program. And it was really successful. We met in homes, we met in garages to make sure that we addressed crime in our neighborhoods, and it was very successful. Also, what I did was, with a lot of city council members, you know, they have issues with infrastructure. I worked with the city departments, the heads of the city departments, to meet with community planning groups to make sure they address things like potholes, cracked streets, no sidewalks. And so I made sure that the community heads addressed those issues and got their sidewalks fixed, got their potholes filled. And that's what I did with the city council members. Worked with Tony Young's office as an office manager, worked with Jimmy Slack, matter of fact. And it was a great, great experience. I also, with Deputy Mayor George Stevens, I addressed housing issues with him because people wanted to have also homes in the district. And we did that through first-time home owners programs. Worked with a good friend of mine by the name of, is that it? I'll tell you more about
We'll
me.
give you another minute. Go ahead.
Work
because
with-
I interrupted you.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Give her another minute.
Worked with our late Councilmember Charles Lewis. I was his campaign manager, and I worked side by side with him. And he had a vision that he talked about every day called Gaslamp East. And I'm going to complete that vision because that's my vision now. And with the help of the residents of District 4, we will complete that vision. There's 3 projects that I want to do and work on. Is crime. I mean, because being a police officer, I not only talk about crime, but I put my life on the line every day to protect the public, to protect and serve. That's what I did. So I don't just talk about it. I've done it. Infrastructure is another thing. The potholes that we have to address, I will address the potholes, the cracks, the streets, the water sewers. We want to address those issues as well as economic development. Like I said, the Gaslamp East is a vision of mine that I will complete with your help. And we'll talk about that
Thank
a
you.
little later. Thank you
Very
so
good.
much.